Hello YouTube. This is part one of the Christmas lights in my house, or out on my house, for 2015. I'm using my JVC camera in the, this is part one is in the daytime. I'm using my JVC camera because, for this part, but then tonight I'll be using either my iPad or another camera. I haven't decided. Because this camera takes sucky night shots. So I guess we will begin over here. This is the lawn setup. As you can see, we have our reindeer. We have the grapevine animated feeding doe here. This deer is finally starting to show its age. The screw holding the little screw holding the arm that controls the head moving up and down fell off, and I had to find a replacement, and the counterweight is rusting, so I have a feeling this deer has limited time left in its life of at least an animated object, but at least the motor's still working. So, and then we have our little deer here, and he does not move, but he is lighted. He's got bells on his antlers. One of them fell off, but it's okay. It's probably in the crawl space somewhere. And yeah. So I thought I saw a burned out bulb, but I guess not. And then in the back here we have our spiral trees. We have, of course, the medium one and the small one from. These are the second set that we had. The first set, we don't have any from the first set, which are the original ones. These are from the second set, and then this is new this year, the big spiral tree. We haven't had a big spiral tree in years, so we decided that we should go out and get one. And we did, and it came with another medium spiral tree, so in case this one ever breaks, well, we have a replacement. And this one has a lot of burned out bulbs in it, but I haven't gotten to replace them because I have not been able to find clear 2.5 volt light bulbs. Mini light bulbs. Went to Lowe's and Home Depot, and they both had only colored 2.5 volt light bulbs. So, and unfortunately, Stebbins right by me does not. They don't carry them anymore. They stopped since they renovated. They don't carry Christmas light bulbs anymore. Yeah. So looking at our big spiral tree. So yeah, that one's 6 feet. That one's I think 4 feet, and that one's either 2.5 feet or 3 feet. I can't remember. Yeah, and of course all the cords meet up in the middle there. So yeah, let's get a good view from this side. Facing away from the light, of course. Get a good view of the animated deer there moving. My camera's running low on battery. Better make this quick. So then in the back here we have our little spiral trees, our mini spiral trees. And these two are from 2 years ago, and they're somebody like came over here and smashed them with a stick or something. And they were originally 5, but now there are only 2 left because somebody like smashed them with a stick, or an animal did it. I truly don't know. My dad thinks somebody vandalized them, but I don't know. So there are only 2 left from the original set, and then these are the ones that we got right after the incident occurred. We got these at Big Lots. All of these came from Big Lots, and they're very nice. They kind of give the effect, if you're standing here, that you see the 3 big spiral trees, and then it's almost like the effect of there's a little miniature forest of spiral trees. Right here we have our LEDs on the bush here. You can't really see them. And then around the window we have some multicolored, multi-function lights. You can't kind of see them. They're blinking and chasing and everything. They're set in the combination setting, which goes through each of the different sequences randomly. I think this is a sequential sequence. Next should be a slower sequence, such as stepping or slow glow, or yeah, no, slow wave is the next function. But yeah, so yeah, the multi-function lights around the window. Last year I put them on the bush here, but this year I put the LEDs, the 25 colored LEDs. The green looks a lot deeper in the real life than it does on the camera. I don't know why. And the blue and orange and red. This does not have purple, which is one thing that I was a little bit disappointed about. But, oh no, it has orange and yellow. So, yeah. In the window, the bay window there, in the window actually, I have the 120 chasing LEDs. However, they are not chasing. And I did that because I converted them to non-chasing anymore, because I just didn't really like that pattern. It was just kind of pointless. They weren't, the sections weren't intertwined with each other, just like one section, another section, another section. I didn't really like it, so I converted it to non-blinking, and I just hung them up there in the window. And I just did that. I haven't seen what they look like in the dark, but I'm assuming they look really good. So, yeah. Plus, I also didn't want to be overkill on the blinking, because I already had the multifunction lights around the window, so I didn't want to go overkill on blinking. Over here we have some little bit of older stuff. We have some, I guess, vintage mini lights, colored mini lights. These are from about the 80s. I found these in my grandpa's stuff. After my grandpa passed and we went to my uncle's house to sort through all the stuff he had, I found this box of lights in a really neat 80s style box, and I asked my uncle if I could have them, and he said sure. And yeah, I think they look really nice. And in night I made sure that they were evenly spaced, and they do look very nice. And the wire is a nice dark green, darker than today's lights, so you can't even see it on this bush. And yeah, there's the... I got really lucky with these lights. I was originally going to like take the excess and put them on a bush or something, but I didn't have enough. So I draped them over the brick part there, and they stopped like right perfectly there. So I got really lucky with that. And of course this is the mixed function now that it's on. And here's of course the control box with all the list of all the sequences. So yeah. And then of course the vintage lights and the multifunction lights plug into there, which go through an extension cord to here, where we have the mini spiral trees and the LEDs there plugged in, and the lawn setup all plugged into here, which run up to there to the main outlet. So, around the door, this is something new that we have. We have some mini lights around the door this year, white mini lights. We've never put any, I don't think we've ever put lights around the door. We might have a long time ago, like right after we moved into this house, like in 2002 or 2003, but I don't know. I remember we did a long time ago, we only put lights on the lamppost. And then we gradually got bigger and bigger until this. So, yeah. But we put white mini lights around the door. I was going to have them go around, like, around the side window here and go up there, but I didn't have enough to go across there, so I just draped them down and put them back up like that. It's also convenient because there are a lot of burned out bulbs on this one side. I moved all the burned out bulbs to that side so that you get a better effect. Yeah. And then up at the top, of course, we have our icicle lights, which we usually put here on the easement. That's the old string right there, the longer string, and then this is the newer string. Even though the newer string has much more burned out bulbs, and I didn't have any 2.5 volt bulbs, like I said, with the spiral trees, so I had to use 3.5 volt bulbs, and in the result they're very bright, and they are much brighter than the original bulbs, so the original bulbs are dimmed because the 3.5 volt bulbs are taking up too much electricity, so it seems as though the lighting is uneven, but it doesn't look bad. I mean, I just need to get some clear 2.5 volt bulbs, so yeah. And then of course here's the old string, and I do have I did find 3.5 volt bulbs for this string, so this string takes 3.5 volt bulbs. And then up there we have, of course, the big tube light star. And when we got it out this year, I had to do a little bit of repair on it. One of the edges had come undone. And also I tightened up the cable ties, and I added a few more cable ties to make the edges more pronounced. And this year we have it a little bit higher up than we did last year in the previous years. I think we had it a little bit, about maybe a foot lower than that, but this year we have it a lot higher. No, it doesn't look like it's any higher, but it is higher. And it's suspended as usual. We suspended it with 2 wires, one going into my window, another going into my parents' window. And actually this year I hung this star all by myself. In the previous years I've had to get my parents to help me hang it. So, yeah, I think it looks really nice, everything here. And of course we ran the cord down there and plugged the icicle lights and the tube light star into the porch light, using one of those socket adapter thingies, which are so handy. And then, of course, here we have our C7 pathway lights, also known as steak lights. I don't know why my dad calls them that. Well, I guess because they're on steaks, but it makes it sound like they're like the food, like steak meat. But I don't know. I started right here. These are perfect, and I did put these here. I put them across here a few years ago, but I had animals kept chewing through these. I went through 2 strings before I finally got this one, and I finally moved them to over here. And since then, I haven't had a problem with the animals chewing through them. And this is, I think, the 3rd year for this set, which is a record. So then I started over here this year, putting them in, because I knew I had some extras. 4 there, and then I started. And it's red, green, blue, pink, and orange are the colors. And then they end perfectly right here at the step. So it's really convenient. So yeah. And of course on the lamppost we have our 50 LEDs and garland that my mom always does the lamppost. And this year we were able to put it out as usual. Yeah, we used to use the tube light up there on the star, which my mom didn't like, and we used to put it all the way around the railing too. And then we used the lights around the door one year, but my mom didn't like that. That was when we had the lamppost used to be white. And yeah, for those of you who don't know, the lamppost and the railing both used to be white, but we painted them both black. So, and then I think we're going to put some kind of a special light bulb in here. I'm thinking one of those flicker flame bulbs. I think that would look really nice. My dad wanted a green or red light bulb, but we both said no. Me and my mom both said no, so yeah. And now we've got these 50 LEDs with a green string, because the white string, even I knew the white string would not look well with garland. So, right here we have our bush, our little, I don't know what kind of bush this is, covered in lights, white mini lights, with a blinking star at the top. This is the blinking star that I got at the Antique Depot. That looks exactly like the one my grandpa used to have, and I know it is rated for indoor use only, but, you know, hopefully it won't get that too much rain or moisture this year, and it seems to be doing fine, so, yeah. But yeah, I had to use, actually, this year, this bush has grown so much. When we first got it, it was like about that tall or something. I don't know, I was much shorter then. But it was like about that tall, and now it's so big now. I had to get a whole nother string of mini lights to fit on here so that it would look even. I think there's a set of 130 mini lights, and then there's also a set of 100, so that's 230 lights on this bush, so it's pretty interesting how much this tree has grown. So yeah, and it looks really nice all lit up. It's all even and everything. And of course they plug right in. There's the main control thing, remote control thing, module I guess. And the lights are just plugging into there. This extension cord is from that up there. This extension, the thing in the middle is for the lights over there, the lamp posts and the pathway lights. And then there's another extension cord, and then of course there's that other one for these lights. So, and then over here on the fence we have the multicolored random flash icicles. Of course, I know I say it all the time, or I don't know. Actually, I didn't say this last year, but I did. I used to put these in the bay window a long time ago. But my mom didn't like it, like the bay window right up there. I used to put them in the bay window, like where the chasing light, or where the LEDs, the white LEDs that used to chase are. But my mom didn't like them. So I had to pick another spot for them. And so I decided to put them here on the fence. And this is the 3rd year I've had these here. And they look really nice in the dark. My dad doesn't like these, because he doesn't like anything blinking. I don't know why, but I like to have some blinking, at least. And at least these don't stick out these don't stand out So I think they look alright. And I don't like real slow blinking. Like, I like more action blinking. And these are pretty old icicles. We've had these for a long time. And I converted them to blinking a while ago. We actually, one year when our icicle lights, we used to have green icicle lights, the green wire on here. And one year those failed. Like, the whole string went out. I think it was just the fuse went bad. But then we bought those, and we didn't know they were multicolored, and so we put them there. And then another year we put them on the big pine there, but of course that tree was much smaller then, and we could easily fit them all around. But now we couldn't even fit. I don't think we could even fit those and these combined on that tree now. The tree has grown so big. So just a little bit about my Christmas lights in the daytime. I'll be doing another video, a nighttime video. Oh, and I also forgot, this is new. Actually, we got this at the end of last year. This is a solar cascading and fiber optic Christmas tree light, solar light. It is solar, and here I'll show you what it does. The lights will go up like that, and then they'll light up the fiber optic tree. So they go up sequentially, and then they light up the tree. So that pattern keeps repeating. It's pretty cool. I'll have to show you it in the dark because it's really neat. And of course we have our Christmas pinwheel here. Of course we've had this for a long time. It's starting to show its age. I mean, it's been missing one of the little paddles for years. I have no idea what happened to that. That went missing years ago. It's been missing for as long as I can remember. And yeah, you know, it's just a fun little thing. And you know, presents here. And then the other side, this bow is missing. That's why I placed that back. I don't remember when the bow went missing. I didn't even realize that until the beginning of this year. So that is. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to show you what we did with the shed this year. Every year we decorate the shed. We've been decorating it for 4 years. 3 or 4, I can't remember. I think it's 4. But, and then here's what we did with the shed this year. We've got some random twinkling LED icicles. They're that awful blue color, which is why I put them on the shed. But, you know, they look okay. I mean, I'd rather have them to be that white color, that really cool white. I'd rather have incandescence, actually. And I put these here. I got these for sale. I got these, they were discounted at an end of Christmas sale at Home Depot. And I can tell you, I can see why they were only like $5, because first of all, they're not long at all. And second of all, they're that awful blue color. But they do twinkle, and I do like that. And then also another, one of the light caps fell off of one of the bulbs, and I could not find it anywhere. I think it might be somewhere in the grass here, because I was putting them up, and I didn't realize that until I had them up, and I was looking for it, and it was dark, so, yeah. And the reason why I put these here, I bought these and put these here, and then I put the LEDs that I usually put there. Of course, you saw I put those LEDs in the bushes. These are the LEDs that I put there last year and the year before. But I put those in the bush now. And so I've got the icicles here now. And then of course around the window I've got the 8 C7s. We've got red, orange, blue, and green, red, orange, blue, and green. And this is one of the sets that got chewed up by an animal. These used to be pathway lights. They look nice around the window, except the top ones you can't really see because the icicles kind of cover them. But that's okay. And then of course we've got our flashing, color-changing stars here. Star lights, the LED color-changing stars. And this is the only last set I had of these that work. The other set I have works, but it has the adapter went bad, and it just stopped working. So I need to find a new adapter for it, but other than that, they do work, but I didn't put them out this year. So this year I only have these, and these do work, so. And they look really nice in the nighttime. My mom hates these lights, by the way, but I don't hate them. I mean, they're really, I've had these for a long time, so, And let me tell you, if you step on one of these, it hurts. I've done that too many times. So, they look like urchins up close, but from afar they kind of do look like stars. And in the dark, they do twinkle a lot. So, that is my Christmas light display this year. I think this video is long enough, so I'm going to just leave you with a to be continued. And my neighbors are putting out their lights too over there, and across the next door he was just out there, and then over there they were putting up stuff. Wow, they did a lot this year. But anyway, so I will be posting part 2 very soon. Of course, you've probably already seen part 2 by now. So, that is part 1. Look out for part 2. Thank you, and have a good day.